Hello, welcome to the lecture course CHO 351. So, in this lecture, we are going to continue our discussion with problem based on NOE method. So, question is like this: problem based on NOE method, that is the assign the chemical shift and comment on observe coupling constant and spin decoupling experiment. So, assign the chemical shift value, comment on observed coupling constant and spin decoupling experiment. So, structure is given here. So, structure is given. So, over this structure, we have to assign the chemical shift value, and after that, assigning the chemical shift value, we have to comment on observed coupling constant and also on spin decoupling experiment here. The signal is 1.42 doublet 6 Hz for 3 proton, then 1.8 to 2.9 that multiplied for 2 proton, then 3.83 doublet 16.5 Hz 1 proton, then 4.40 doublet 16.5 Hz for 1 proton, then 4.35 doublet of quintet 10 lines for again 1 proton. Then irradiate at and change at. So 1.42 irradiation signal change at 4.35 doublet of quintet is changes into 4 line with doublet of doublet with 6 and 9 Hz. Then irradiation at 4.35, the signal at 1.42 doublet change into singlet, also signal at 1.8 to 2.9 multiplied, that is changes into 2 doublet. So 1 doublet, 1 at 2.57 and 1 at 2.50. So with frequency with coupling constant 18 Hz. So over this structure you have to assign the chemical shift value. So this chemical shift value is given here. So if you count the number of signal here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here if you count the number of proton, number of type of proton. So here this proton actually, this two proton, this two and also this one, actually each proton show the different signal here. So this proton is actually, they are diastereotopic proton. Diastereotopic, you know very well. In first lecture, I have discussed the diastereotopic proton. In 1H NMR, diastereotopic proton are non-equivalent, means they give the different signal. So here already there is the stereo center. So these two protons are diastereotopic, so they give the different signal here. So this 1, 2, then this 3, this is also 4, then 5th, and this is the 6th. So these two protons also give the different signal. So overall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 signal is given. So type of proton here that is given here, that is the 6th. Means here overall these two protons also sometimes give the same signal depending upon the situation here. So firstly we are going to assign here chemical shift value on these protons. So firstly we are going to consider here methyl proton. So signal for 3 proton is given here. This is a simple one signal. So firstly we are assigned this signal, that is the signal at 1.42. So that show the doublet and with 6 Hertz, means this 3 proton coupled with this proton with 6 Hertz, and so the signal doublet, means this coupled with this proton, neighboring proton is 1 here. So because of that doublet we are observed. Then this oxygen is present here. So after that oxygen, this proton is come. So this is the proton is a de-shielded proton. Means we observe the some downfield value for this proton also. So this also attached to oxygen. Means because of that, this proton particularly proton 4.35. This proton show the signal 4.35. So why is here? This proton coupled with this, with quadrate, also coupled with this neighboring proton. So coupled with these two, means overall because of diastereotopic nature of these two proton, this proton coupled with this doublet and also coupled with this quadrate, means overall doublet and quadrate like this. How? Here this coupled with this, also coupled with this. So doublet and also quadrate. So here like this situation is present, doublet. Further doublet is split into doublet like this. Doublet further split into the doublet again, and each doublet further split into 3 lines like this quadrate. So overall, how many lines? Here, if you count the number of lines, that line is nothing but 12 lines. But signal is given for this, that is the 4.35 doublet of quintet, 10 lines. Means here 2 lines is merged, and because of that our signal is not like a doublet of quadrate. That signal is look like a doublet of quintet. Doublet of quintet like this. So we observe how many lines here? 10 lines. 2 lines is merged for this. So we can assign the signal for this proton, that is the 4.35. So this shows the signal doublet of quintet. So for this we observe the 10 lines. Next is this two signal is given 3.83 doublet 16.5 Hertz, 1 proton 4.40 doublet 16.5 Hertz for one proton. So these two protons actually couple here, means this is attached to must be oxygen because of their chemical shift value. So we read here 3.83, that is the doublet with 16.5 hertz, means this couple with this with 16.5 hertz. So we can assign to this value, that is the 4.40, that is the doublet with 16.5 hertz, like this. So in this way we can assign these two proton 16.5 hertz. So we can interchange these two value also, but for our we read here for this 3.83 and for this 4.04 doublet. So these two are coupled to each other, and with geminal coupling, you know the geminal coupling. This geminal coupling value is the 16.5 hertz. So here this again next is a, so here this signal is assigned here. Also this is also we have assigned, we also assign this signal, we have also assigned this signal. So remaining signal is only this 1.8 to 2.9. In that we observe the multiplet for two proton, means these two proton actually show the signal because of not attached to oxygen. So these two proton not most downfield. So because of that we are assigned the signal for this a 1.8 to 2.9. In that we are observe the multiplet. Why we assign the signal for this proton? Because this is not attached to oxygen, this is attached to only carbonyl. So because of that, as compared to this two, as compared to this proton, this is the not most downfield. 1.8 to 2.9, in this range we are observe this signal. So this show the multiplet, means this two proton, how this show the multiplet? Suppose if you consider the proton HA, this HA proton and this is suppose HB proton. So this HA proton couple with HB. Suppose I consider the proton HA, this HA proton couple with HB. So show the signal doublet, see here HB. Also couple with this proton, means 4.35 proton, means with which coupling? Vicinal coupling. This is the geminal coupling, then this is the which coupling? That is the vicinal coupling. So doublet. So doublet of doublet. Same way we for write HB also couple with this doublet, and also HB couple with HA. Doublet also couple with this. So doublet. So like this. So in this way we observe for these two proton multiplet 1.8 to 2.9. In this range we are observe the multiplets. So here in this way we can assign the value for the this various kind of proton present in this structure. So after this we have to apply here, we are going to apply here spin decoupling experiment or NOE experiment, NOE experiment or spin decoupling experiment. We are going to apply here irradiation at and change at. So firstly we are going to irradiate the proton at 1.42 ppm. So this proton means proton at the 1.42, means this proton we are going to irradiate. When you irradiate this kind of proton, means irradiation at 1.42. Because of that, the signal at 4.35 doublet of quintet. Doublet of quintet. So how we observe the quintet, doublet of quintet? I have told at the 4.35 doublet of quintet that change into 4 lines with doublet of doublet 6 and 9 hertz. Means because of irradiation at 1.42. If you irradiate this proton, that time the proton at 4.35 doublet of quintet is changed into doublet of doublet with 6 and 9 hertz. Means this proton not coupled with this because of irradiation at 1.42. If you irradiate at the 1.42, that time this proton is not coupled with this. Means 6 hertz coupling is not possible here. This coupling is not possible. So instead of that, this 4.35 coupled with this HB and coupled with this HA. Means this coupled with HA and couple with HB with different coupling constant with 6 and 9 hertz. Means we can predict the situation like this because of this irradiation. So this proton 4.35, this couple with this, suppose this proton with 6 hertz and this couple with this with 9 hertz after irradiation at 1.42 delta. So we get the doublet of doublet. So in this way we can predict that our assignment of signal is correct here. Also second irradiation, at 1.42, also second irradiation at 4.35, means if we irradiate at the 4.35 delta, that time signal at 1.42 doublet is changed into the singlet. Obviously this happen here, means we are going to irradiate this proton at the 4.35 delta. If we irradiate this proton, that time the signal at 1.42 doublet is changed into singlet, means this coupling is not possible, of 6 hertz coupling is not possible. Again signal at 1.8 to 2.9 multiplied change into 2 doublet, one at 2.75 18 hertz, one at 2.50 18 hertz. Means here after irradiation at 4.35, these two proton HN, proton HB particularly, so irradiation at 4.35, because of this irradiation, this proton HN HB that show the multiplate is changed into 2 doublets, means HA show the doublet with coupling constant 18 hertz, means they show the which coupling here, geminal coupling, 18 hertz geminal coupling. For this, suppose this proton show the value 2.57 delta, while this shows suppose 2.15 delta. So these two protons actually couple with each other, means they not couple with 4.35 delta proton. So obviously they are coupled to each other and geminal coupling, and show the signal that is the doublet with 18 hertz. So in this way we can analyze that, we assign the signal, our assignment of signal is correct here. So in this way we can solve the problem. So next problem, so next problem, in that one note is given here, that is the note, the carbon methyl, means methyl proton signal and aromatic signal are not given. So structure is given, So this structure is given. So over this structure, we have to assign the proton chemical shift value. The signal is given at the 1.47 doublet with 13 hertz for one proton, then 1.82 doublet 13 hertz one proton, 2.88 doublet of doublet 9 and 2 hertz for one proton, 3.46 doublet 8 hertz again for one proton, 3.63 singlet one proton, 3.94 doublet 8 hertz for one proton, then 4.51 singlet for two proton, 5.407 doublet of doublet 17 2 hertz for one proton, 5.27 doublet of doublet 10 and 2 hertz again for one proton, and 5.56 doublet of doublet 17 10 and 9 hertz for one proton. So over this molecule we are going to apply here spin decoupling experiment. Spin decoupling experiment. So irradiation at and change at. So irradiation at 2.88 delta, the signal at 5.56, that doublet of doublet change into doublet of doublet with 17 and 10 hertz like this. So signal is given over this molecule. You have to assign the signal. So firstly, for this methyl and for this aromatic proton, signal is not given. So remember, for this signal is not given for this proton. Also fluorine is also NMR active, but for this also signal is not given. For only proton is signal is given here. So firstly, we are going to assign here some simple signal. So here for this methoxy group, we are observed the value 3.63 for singlet for one proton. Sorry, this for the 3 protons. So this value we can assign 3.63 singlet for 3 proton. So simple signal we can assign in this way. Then if you count if you look at the signal, that time all the signal is given for one proton. Here one proton like this. Only this signal is for 3 proton methoxy group. So from that we can predict that all these 6 protons, means this 2 proton, these 2 protons, and also for these 2 protons signal is given at the 4.51. Means for these 2 protons it shows the signal 4.51 singlet because of attachment to oxygen. So this value is 4.51 singlet. So these 2 protons show the different signal. This also shows the different signal. So these 2 protons are diastereotopic. So because of this is the chiral carbon at this position. Same way this is the also chiral carbon. So these two proton also diastereotopic. So this show the different signal here. So here remaining signal is for one proton. So these two proton must be coupled to each other. So geminal coupling. So firstly we are going to assign here simple signal. So here so 1.47 doublet 13 Hz and 1.82 doublet 13 Hz. These two signal we can assign for these protons, not for this, because of this proton is deshielded as compared to this. So we are going to assign for this proton 1.47 doublet, for this 1.82 doublet. So these two are mutually coupled, so 13 Hz like this. In this way we can assign. Then the proton at the value 3.46 and 3.94. 3.46 and 3.46 doublet and 3.94 doublet. So these two actually couple with 8 Hz coupling. So like this coupling is possible. They are undergo geminal coupling here. So in this way we can assign these 4 protons. We assign this signal. So here next is the alkene proton. So for alkene proton there are 3 signals given. So there are 3 alkene proton, 5.017, 5.07, 5.27 and 5.56. So this proton particularly 5.56. Why we are assigned 5.56 to this proton? If you see this proton show the doublet of doublet. So this show the cis coupling, show the trans coupling, also couple with this allelic coupling. So in this way 3 coupling is possible with 17 Hz trans, 10 Hz for cis and 9 Hz is nothing but allelic coupling. In this way we assign for 5.56 to this proton. After that, see here, the proton at 5.27 is nothing but this proton 5.27 doublet of doublet. So this show the coupling 10 Hz means cis coupling, and same way geminal coupling is possible here in alkene. So 2 Hz. This coupling is also possible. When this proton couple with this and also couple with geminal coupling with this proton. Then obviously for this 5.07 we can assign the value doublet of doublet. Means again this show the trans coupling with this proton with 17 Hz and also with geminal coupling with 2 Hz. Then doublet of doublet. So here only remaining signal is 2.88. So this proton, which is the allelic proton here, so this shows the 2.88. That 2.88 is nothing but doublet of doublet. So how this show the doublet of doublet? Means they consider that this allelic coupling with 9 Hz means doublet. Again they are consider that they couple with this proton. Means on opposite side allelic coupling is possible with 2 Hz. They consider here. This coupling also considered here. And because of that this proton shows the signal 2.88. Actually this proton doublet of doublet, geminal coupling with this proton 2 Hz is given, not with this, and with also that is the trans coupling for this proton. But here signal for this proton is given like this, that 2.88 doublet of doublet means this couple with this and also couple with this. Means on the same side geminal coupling and also on opposite side geminal coupling. This two coupling is given here. So after that we have to apply here spin decoupling experiment. With the help of spin decoupling experiment we can analyze that our assignment of signal is correct or not correct. So irradiation at 2.88. Suppose if you irradiate the proton at the 2.88, after irradiation at 2.88, that time the signal at 5.56, means this signal particularly 5.56 signal here. So this signal is doublet of doublet of doublet, means this coupled with cis coupling, also trans coupling, also with this proton is a allelic coupling, 9 Hz, 17, 10 and 9. So doublet of doublet of doublet. That only remain here, that signal is changed into doublet of doublet with 17, 10 Hz, means this proton 5.56 show the doublet of doublet with 17 and 10 Hz like this, means this coupling is possible 17 and 10 Hz. Coupling with this proton is not possible, means 9 Hz coupling is not possible. Because of that, our signal is changed into doublet of doublet 17 and 10 Hz like this. So in this way we can analyze that our assignment of signal is correct here after irradiation at 2.88 delta. So in this way we can solve the problem based on NOE. So in next lecture we continue our discussion with problem based on NOE.